Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I am starting a new series on my channel, and that is going to be mini review videos on hiking gear, camping gear, things for travel, things for road trips, all those things that fall into my outdoorsy niche. And these will all be things that I have tried and used a bunch of times. They're going to be honest reviews, whether I like it or don't like it. I will be completely honest with you. And like I said, I'll have used them for a while, so it's not something brand new and not something I'm trying out for the first time. And I just thought it would be a lot of fun to review my favorite items, my least favorite items. So if you're thinking of buying any of these, you can get a good idea on what it's like beforehand and if you actually do want to purchase or you don't. So I would love to hear in the comments what some items are that you would love to see reviewed in this series. Like I said, just about anything goes as long as it's in that outdoorsy niche. But for the very first video in this series, we are starting with the Columbia Newton Ridge hiking boots. These are the waterproof women's version, and these are the best-selling hiking boots on Amazon. So I'm gonna get into the good, the bad, if I would buy them or not, and my whole experiences with them, all the pros, all the cons, and if you're thinking of buying them, at the end you should have a pretty good idea if you want to or not. So these have a 4.7 star rating, which is really good, with just about 25,000 reviews. So yeah, the Newton Ridge boots are easily the most popular boot on Amazon. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to start with it today, because it's such a popular item. So I listed out a couple of the features here on my phone, and I wanted to go ahead and read them off real quick. So they have a seam sealed construction combined with Tech-Lite lightweight midsole, and they are pretty lightweight for a hiking boot. I think these are probably on the medium to lighter side of all the hiking boots that I own. There's a signature Omnigrip non-marking traction rubber outsole. They are a waterproof combination of supportive leather and suede construction. They have reinforced toe and heel barriers and an extended outsole toe overwrap to guard key wear points. So those are some of the key features. Those are all things that were listed right on the Amazon listing. So let's talk about the price of these guys. They vary quite a bit in price. On the higher end on Amazon, I saw them listed up to $100, but on the very low end, this exact colorway actually is down to $44 on sale, and I think that is a really, really good price. I think I paid somewhere around the $50 price range, which is still really, really good for this pair of boots, especially if you're a beginner and you want to get something that's comfy, that will last, but you're on a budget. I really recommend these boots. And the great thing is that whether you're a beginner or a really experienced hiker, these boots are really great. So price point being super affordable is a really good pro to these. So now I'm going to talk about my experience with them. I have had these for a little over a year now, and I have taken them on many, many hikes. I have hiked with them in all 4 seasons, in all weather, and I've taken them to many national parks, state parks, lots of hiking trails, and lots of places around here in Minnesota where I live. So I've taken them on my trip to Isle Royale, and then recently I just wore them on my big trip to the Pacific Northwest. So I wore them to Glacier National Park, where I actually did the longest hike that I've done in these, which was Grinnell Glacier, which was 11 miles long, and that was quite the exhausting hike. I really put these boots to the test on that hike. I also did Avalanche Lake while I was there, and then I wore these to Mount Rainier as well, doing the Skyline Trail, which was about 6 miles, and it rained, it snowed, we had all different types of weather on this trail, and these boots held up really well no matter the weather. So they have held up really well with all that I've put them through so far, and we're just gonna go straight into more of the pros with them, because there really is so many pros to these boots, and I really love them. I'm just gonna say it right out. I highly, highly recommend these boots. Like I said, no matter your experience level, you will get a lot of use out of these boots. They're such a great bang for your buck, and especially for the quality that you're getting, the waterproofness of them. The laces are really strong and they last. I haven't had any problems with them. And these boots are pretty true to size. I'm usually a size 8, but I got a size 8.5 with these because I'd usually be wearing thicker socks with them, so I wanted to have that little bit of room. So being a normal size 8, these 8.5s fit me really well because, like I said, I'm wearing them with thicker socks. And they are very comfortable. They don't really rub, especially around the ankle, which I love having ankle protection, which these boots obviously do, and they don't rub or cause blisters around my ankles at least. They have great traction, so they're really great in the winter or for those slippery conditions. And in the winter as well, they have kept my feet very warm, very dry. The waterproofing definitely works on them. I've used them in puddles and mud. My feet have always stayed very dry. So now for my only con and negative experience, which really isn't a negative experience because I think this is something that happens in all hiking boots, and I have gotten one blister in them, but that was during Grinnell Glacier, which, like I said, was my longest hike with them, 11 miles. I did get a very big blister on the outside of my big toe, which is to be expected. If that's the only pain that I had hiking that far, I think that's really good, and honestly, I can't complain. So that is my full review on these boots. If you have any questions that you want answered on them before you buy them, I'd be happy to answer them in the comment section. So overall, these definitely get a thumbs up from me, and I highly recommend them. So that's it for this video. Like I said, leave your recommendations on products you'd like reviewed down in the comment section, and make sure to go follow me on TikTok and Instagram because I post every single day there. And of course, if you're not already subscribed to me here, make sure to do so, and thank you so much for watching.